Hello everyone, this is Riaz ul Haq Mia, and in the course Computer Science CoQ we will study Society 5 for Sustainable Development Goal, Fact, Computer Automation. Well, let's have a outline of this part. In the first part, we will study about the computer automation and Society 5. After that, we will study Sustainable Development Goal and we will try to prototype your own automation for Society 5 targeting Sustainable Development Goal. And after all, in the end of the second video, you will have some instruction how you write your report. Well, start the first part and computer automation. Well, so I would like to start the computer automation with an example. So let's take a ledger. So what is automation? I wrote the definition here. The automation describes a wide range of technologies that reduce human intervention in a process. So basically an automation do work that reduce the human intervention. And here goes some example. You can see the automation everywhere. At your home, you have the sensor light that can detect your motion, and based on your requirement, it could be turned on or off. The university, you have the access control that identify your identity after verification that allow you to access the university room. In industry, you will find the machining transfer line, automotive industry, and many other examples. If you think about a car, now the modern car having the facility of automatic parking. If you go to the agriculture, lots of automation is there for the automatic cultivation, automatic harvesting. If you go to the organization, you will have a lot of software automation, hardware automation. They have the banking system, payroll system, financial system that controls the organization. And if you go to the hospital or medical healthcare, you will also have the example for the for automation in like disease diagnosis and other. So these are some examples of automation everywhere we are used to go, from your home to everywhere. And all this automation targeting that reduce the human intervention in this aspect. So it reduces the tasks for the human and work instead of human in a faster, efficient, less error, and less costly way. So the fact is the automation is an alternative for human intervention. Well, I think you now understand the example of automation, but still have a question. Why we need the automation? The first of all, I would like to say the automation make the higher production rate. That I can say to make the production faster. Here is an example in industry. That production chain makes your production faster. Here is an example for car industry automation. Here is another example for the garments automation. Here is an example for the food automation. So everywhere, this automation makes the production much more faster. Sometimes it 1,000 times faster than the human being. So we can conclude automation make the higher production rate. Let's move to the second one. This is also important. The machine can work sleeplessly and continuously, but a human can't. Human needs sleep, human need to eat, and others some natural break. But the machine doesn't need. Some machines are developed to work on lifetime. So when it starts, it turns executing all over forever. Right? Here is an example of vending machine that service you all 24 hours, 7 days. So if you think about every vending machine is need to operate with a human being, you will need at least 3 persons against each vending machine to make the service, because human can work 8 hours per day. Can you imagine how many human beings required to replace all the vending machine in Japan? Here's a student. This student is running 24 hours. You went and order. This robot serve you. So in a human being, you need to change the shift. You need to replace the worker. But the robot, they don't require the time. Here is automation. You can make your own food with a custom. So you can mix your salt, sugar, and other ingredients, and you can make your custom ramen, and then you can order it. No human intervention, and this machine works 24 hours. So now we can conclude the machine can work sleeplessly and continuously in the main. So another objective of the automation is the machine can work longer than human. Well, how about the quality? Of course, the machine's quality is better than the human being. There are some examples like IC fabrication and other. It is totally impossible to make some fabrication by human being without automation. Supply chain and the diagnosis, everywhere the machine is required for the better product quality, and these are another advantage of the automation. Well, most importantly, improving of safetiness. These are some risky tasks, like you have to work under a storm, you have to need some work in rescue, you have to work in the underwater, underground, under earthquake situation. This is very risky for the human being, but the machine can do it because we don't care about the life of the machine. So another important reason is safetiness, that saves a lot of human beings' life because we have the automation. Last but not least is less error. Of course, the machine having the less error than the human being. Well, so the last thing I would like to share with you. So in automation, what type of thing we used? Like I was discussed about your home automation for sensor light. So these are some examples that is mostly used in automation. Sensor, robots, intelligent machine, appliance, IoT device, etc. So these are not limited to all, but these are some examples that you can use for the automation. But think deeply, these all are just computer control device, or they are uses of the computer. Whatever the device are, sensor, robot, intelligent machine, appliance, IoTs, all are either the computer control device or they are uses of the computer. So computer are control all the things that you're using for your automation. So this is a basic idea about automation and end of this video. In the next video, we will discuss about Society 5. So let's move to the next video, Society 5.0